Serving as chair of ACI-NA this year has been an honor and a pleasure. It's amazing how quickly the year has passed, but how much has been accomplished. Even more amazing is how much more there is to be done. 2012 has been a defining year for airports throughout North America. While we face familiar challenges like increased airline consolidation, reduced air service, and congressional discontent about the proliferation of airline ancillary fees, we have also laid a significant foundation aimed at credentialing airports for the long term. It is important that we build a network of airport advocates in cities and states throughout the United States, so when it's time to go to Congress in 2015 with the airport industry agenda for the next reauthorization bill, we go as a community, not just as the airport industry. I will have more to say in reflection about this past year's challenges and achievements at the Honors Luncheon on Wednesday. But for now, I want to take just a few moments to address how regional challenges can create legitimate concerns for the global marketplace. As I became chair in 2011, the agenda seemed clear. One, FAA reauthorization and the need to improve the public's understanding of airports' vital roles in our nation's transportation system. Two, to make sure that the case for economic freedom for airports on both sides of the North American border was made. Number three, ensure a more risk-based approach to aviation security. And four, implement a truly integrated structure with our Canadian members. Well, we did get an FAA reauthorization bill rather quickly. Was it something we wanted? No. Last year's partial shutdown of the FAA and the shortcomings of funding set forth in the reauthorization legislation that passed earlier this year clearly showed that we were at a crossroads and that we needed to seize the opportunity to develop a new comprehensive plan to define, promote, and enact a new airport financial model in the U.S. I'm happy to report that we've taken full advantage of that opportunity and we're well on our way on both sides of the border. While we don't talk much about it, the fact is that our Canadian members are also challenged by their federally mandated system. Over the last decade, the global cost competitiveness of Canada's airports has been severely disadvantaged as a result of legacy rent payments. The Ottawa staff and CAC board, working in partnership with airlines and the tourism industry, has done a great job of educating policymakers about the need to change the system so that Canadian airports can be more competitive. We all know that there is much more work to do. What does this have to do with the rest of the world? Well, I can't think of a more global industry than aviation, and the financial success of airports across the globe is critical for ensuring that the worldwide aviation system remains vibrant. As one of your North American representatives on the ACI World Governing Board, I join my colleagues Yanis Paraskis and Angela Giddens to ensure that ICAO better understands and appreciates the important role of airports. Also, that governments throughout the world understand the need for additional capacity to ensure competition and to support social and economic growth in the regions served by airports. Security remains a critical issue for airports worldwide. I know that U.S. regulations have impacted directly or indirectly every airport in the world. But I also want you to know that ACI-NA has been at the forefront of urging the Department of Homeland Security and the Transportation Security Administration to recognize that aviation is a global industry and that we must develop a more risk-based and sustainable aviation security regime, which not only focuses on detection and proven technology, but also on deference and unpredictability, as well as more effective use of intelligence. In closing, I call attention to the work that ACI-NA has done to bring the U.S. and Canadian membership together in a new structure over the past year. We are very close to being fully integrated, but are already taking full advantage of the opportunities to learn and share best practices on the collective North American governance. This collaboration helps to ensure a unified and effective voice of airports in North America on issues of mutual importance. I'm proud of what we have achieved this year and to have led the ACI-NA team as chair of the board. Again, I want to welcome you to come to the luncheon on Wednesday afternoon as we close out this year, as I close out this year as chair, and where I will have a final opportunity to reminisce more about this past year. For now, I want to thank you again for your efforts to increase airport safety and security and to address the needs of passengers and shippers in the United States and Canada. While there remains work to be done, I am confident that together we will get it done. Now I want to introduce to you Angela Giddens, Director General of ACI World. Angela.